Anybody who's good at filming YouTube.
Sorry about that, folks. Let's move on. Nothing personal. I have to watch out for my own best interest there. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Basically, I said something that I really should not have said. So, that's why I started over the stream. And don't bother trying to get it because I've went ahead and deleted it, so. All right. All right, let's see what we got as far as two videos are concerned. So hang tight.
Anybody who's good at
All right. All right, folks, let's start with the first video here.
filming YouTube videos, or they want to collab with me right now, it's pretty crazy. Send me a DM, and I'll explain the details.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Let's get a Bubba Army in the chat. Well, guys, we have another video on the road, and these are starting to get a little, campy feeling. I guess that's the term, right? So sorry for the quality being low, but it is what it is, right? Now, the Alpha Male Universe, the AMU, it is packed with so many different characters, and I was intending 100% on making a video about a different AMU character. However, a huge twist of events have occurred with the Wesley Peg Watson story and Manji, right? It has gotten worse, guys. We have some crazy, juicy, loosey-goosey screenshots, and it's going to make the whole AMU go crazy. We have other alfalfa males that have never been introduced before chiming in, and it is getting crazier and crazier. So if you like juicy content, then consider subscribing to the Bubba Army. Now, guys, let's get in a flow state together, get bubbly with it, and let's get this show on the fucking road.
No matter how successful you get or whatever you do, they just nag the fuck out of you. Like, they'll just find something you're doing wrong. And the whole thing is like, I mean, who the fuck wants to deal with that? Like, in the history of the world, no man has worked all day and said, I'm gonna go argue with my chick. But it happens all the time, because they won't leave you the fuck alone. They're always seeing what you did wrong and never what they did. I mean, I've never had a relationship that wasn't like that. And I kill it. I mean, they're just, oh, you do this. Well, it doesn't matter that you kill it, though you buy all this shit, you have a dope life. You're not doing this correctly. Fuck, bitch, what are you doing correctly? Like, what the fuck? Recovery is very easy. I mean, being in a relationship is cool, there's an upside. And being single is cool, there's an upside. So, I mean, if you're someone like me, you just look at the upside of everything. You don't look at what you're missing, you look at the benefits. And they're heavy on both sides. Thing is, as well, this is the main thing. I come into relationships self-sufficient. But love, companionship, and a relationship. Everyone's not the same.
So Wes Watson, right, his biggest complaint in life when it comes to being with a woman is that she nags him way too much. He's doing big alfalfa things with his buddy, Cream Pied Jose, right? Leave the man alone. He just doesn't want a woman to nag
I like this Bubba character.
him. Well, this lame, right? He doesn't practice what he preaches, and what he's been doing offline is actually wild. I know sometimes his videos seem like they're clickbait or whatever, but truly, you gotta stick around for the show, because it is, guys, this is seriously wild. It is juicy. He wants to say that he's a made man, and who cares if a woman leaves, because he'll find someone new, and he brings so much to the table. Oh my God. Let's talk about these screenshots. I've been getting a lot of messages lately about real Wes Watson fit, trying to follow my male followers and reach out with strange questions or comments about me. If you're one of the people being contacted, I just want to give you a heads up. You're of course free to handle it however you like, but my suggestion is to simply ignore and block if it feels off. Thank you for letting me know when this happens and for respecting my boundaries. heart emoji. I mean, this is really strange behavior, guys. I mean, why even bother trying to reach out to her male followers? Like, what are you going to ask? Like, are you bigger than me? I mean, we all know the answer to that shit, right? I mean, this is just really weird. I know that the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe, it's a fun place, right? But this behavior is, like, very concerning. I mean, this is, like, extreme stalker vibes. It's wild. And here's a screenshot, right, showing proof of him trying to follow her male followers. And I'm sure there's more right behind the scenes. And then here's another comment that she left. If he's been trying to follow you, message you, or say weird things about me, just know this is part of the same behavior I've been dealing with. You don't owe him your time, your energy, or a response. As for me, I refuse to be intimidated. My life is moving forward, and no amount of games or stalking will change that. Hey, I mean, Angie just point blank said that he is stalking her, and I mean, I don't disagree at all. I mean, this is some weird freak behavior. It is just wild, guys, and I'm not too sure, like, how to introduce this new character, right? But let's call him Big Mike. He was once a former member of the Wes Watson cartel, or whatever you want to call it, right? As you can see, he's flexing the bags. He's doing, I don't even know what he's doing, right? But he has real Wes Watson fit, hashtag Miami lifestyle, some bullshit, right? Well, I think that they had a breakup or something, because he dropped this video, and there's just no way he is not taking a shot at Wes Watson. I don't know if he's trying to beat up the lips, you know, with Angie or whatever, but here, I'm just going to show it.
Good morning, here we go. We back in effect now. I've been laying low for a little bit, but I'm back on, dog.
Do you ever notice, folks, that, you know, your typical cool person there has sunglasses, got a bunch of tats. They always try to look like a tough guy. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a bit, I hate it when people dress like this. Thoughts on spray paint beards? They're stupid. Just be a man and grow a real beard, or don't grow a beard. I'm tough and I don't have a beard.
Listen, man, one thing I can't stand, and it's been happening, but goddamn right now, is the fake flaw shit on here. That's one thing that separates me from so many of you motherfuckers, is how fake so many of you motherfuckers. Whatever I'm going through, whatever I'm doing, whatever I got going on, and however I'm operating, I will put right up on here, because I truly, respectfully, don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Not a single fuck. And so many of you care so goddamn much what fucking society thinks. And the softest, weakest, most pussy shit anybody could do is come on here and not stand true to who the fuck they are, what the fuck they got going on at a current moment. Just because you give a fuck what people think. This shit is crazy. I got people on here that are fucking on steroids that I know personally that'll tell you they're on peptides. Mother on here saying they're making millions, but they're making split bills 3-4 fucking ways at dinner. Mother that are getting high and won't fucking tell you they're getting high because they're too afraid of what you will think. That's one thing about it, boy. And that shit separates me from a lot of motherfuckers that don't give a f. Whatever it is at the current moment is what it is. How about you motherfuckers start really standing on business? That's gangster. That's our going to the gym, being ripped.
Going to the gym ain't gangster. Being ripped isn't gangster. That does not earn you any alpha credentials. And you guys know what my definition of alpha credentials are. Going to the gym is not alpha. Richard Simmons went to the gym. Richard Simmons was ripped too. Heck. Clay Aiken was ripped and he went to the gym. Sorry, gym doesn't give you alpha credentials.
Start with standing on who the f you truly are and what the f you truly got going on.
Oh my God. All right, I'm back, right? Bubba is back. In a way, that was exhausting to listen to. I mean, how many times are you going to curse? I just don't get it. I don't get why these alfalfa lanes just run cursing through the ground. It just loses its power. It loses its comedic effect. But hey, who knows? Whatever. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. If you were to tell me that this is Wes Watson's rival, I would believe you. I mean, what is up with the corny Karen soccer mom Gucci glasses? I mean, you're a grown-ass man. Why are you wearing that shit, right? But you know what? That's not really that important, okay? He's been introduced to the AMU now, the Big Mike. I don't know. I don't even know what we're going to come up with. Like, I mean, the beard is tattooed on. I don't know. There's a lot of things, okay? What was he talking about, right? Through all the curse words and nonsense and ego, he was basically saying that there are people in the game, right? The alfalfa game that are not who they are. They don't stand on business or whatever fucking shit they have to say.
You know, I hate it when people say stand on business. What business? You ain't got no business.
Right? And at the end of the day, he's basically saying that Wes Watson's a fraud and he's a fake. And Angie, interestingly, had this to say in a screenshot. All right, this one is like the absolute slam dunk on this guy's credibility and reputation. I mean, it was already cooked before, but holy moly. I genuinely hope Wes finds a woman who can give him everything he wants, needs, and desires. Maybe she'll inspire him to finally change his ways and be the man he claims to be. Oof, oh my gosh. Because as for me, I want him completely out of my life. I wish him the best, I really do. But my prayer is that God blesses him with someone else to focus on so he can stop wasting his energy on me. Whoever that next lady is, that's a poor lady. Oh my gosh. And at the same time, ladies, trust your gut with this one. I wouldn't wish this experience on any woman. Protect your peace first, always. Now, this behavior is absolutely unacceptable, right, by Wes Watson. But guys, I'm going to keep it real, and I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section. Thousands of people have been commenting on all these videos, and I'm not able to reply to everything. But guys, I do read every comment. I want to know, do you think Angie would still be around if the money was coming in? Because I'm in the camp. I can't really feel that bad for her because in my opinion, right, in my gut intuition, she wants to talk about trusting your gut, right? I think that she would still be there if the money was flowing, man. Because all she talks about is just, oh, I need money. He withholds money. I want money. I mean, guys, I can't really feel that bad. She already left one time and then she came back again. She knew what she was getting into. So it's not like some lady who had no idea. I just can't feel bad for this lady. I really can't. She's a grifter, you know, mind, body, hold bullshit. It's just absurd. And this is what Wes Watson had to say. I'm just going to let you hear it because all of this is just, I'm making this video right now and I really can't even comprehend this shit. So I'm going to just show this final one.
We just honestly don't speak about what would never take place. And what should never take place is you even entertain the fact of like dating someone like this. I mean, the whole point is most chicks that I've dated, they honestly know my level. They know who I am. They know what the fuck. They know I run everything that's around me. In prison, I run everything. Out here, I run everything. People don't just come out.
You didn't run anything in prison. Look at that talk, man. You didn't run anything in prison. What are you talking about?
From prison to run everything out here like me. People don't just take over. Like, I don't just take over for no reason. And if someone is a type of person who doesn't want a man like that, they should not date someone like me. You will not ever run the fuck what I got going on. Ever. It's not going to happen. I'll let you run certain aspects of our life. But you will not run. If I tell you what you're saying is wrong and what we're trying to do get an outcome from, you need to keep your feelings out of it and realize there is logic behind it. And you have no results in this area.
I don't know who asked these questions. Yeah, the video like got messed up and it was like, oh, how can I submit to a man like this, right? And then Wes Watson's like, oh yeah, you should never even think about submitting to a man like that. I was running the game in prison and I still run it outside. What a bunch of bullshit, right? I mean, this whole video has been exposing him. I mean, like every video is fucking exposing him, right? But like it's over, it's finally over, it's actually over, right? It's never over, right? With this lame. What this video was basically all about was the Angie Cheeseman and how he is not who he says he is. Big Mike was exposing him. Angie was exposing him. And then in a way, I guess he just exposed himself at the end of this video because he's just totally a lame-ass man. I mean, at the end of the day, it really is. What other conclusion can I come to, right? And I need to get some sleep, so I'm getting tired. My commentary is getting worse, I can already tell. And if you made it to the end of this video, then I really appreciate it, guys. The show has been on the road, and the fact that, like, the channel is performing the way it is right now, we're about to hit 45,000 subscribers. It's truly mind-blowing, and we're going to have to stream about it later in the future. So I'll see you later. Peace out.
That was a pretty decent video. I like this Bubba character. But you know, none of these people have alpha credentials. Going to prison is not alpha neither. I mean, any moron can go to prison for any reason, you know. I mean, it's dangerous to go to prison, but you don't, you know, you earn stupid credentials going to prison. Now, I'm not saying that, no, anyone can end up in prison, folks. Even I can end up in prison. Just a moment of anger, a bad choice that's made in life, or just bad circumstances, you can easily end up in prison.
It's slightly down.
No.
Of course, I almost... well, we're not going to talk about that. I'm not going to make that a slip of the tongue anymore. Still can't believe I said that.
No.
Brian, please have all your listeners stop what they're doing. Your number one caller, voted by PTL Nation, is calling in to bring fire. First of all, Trump's tariffs, and you've told me over and over we're going to go into a major recession. The economy is up 3.8%, April through June.
How was that jobs?
In 2 years.
How was that jobs report? That's part of it. I'm talking about the economy. I'm asking you a question. How was that jobs report that just came out?
So are we in a recession or not?
Answer my question.
No.
How was that jobs report that just came out? Why won't you answer the question?
Okay, it's slightly down.
No. You're not going to get a chance to talk not answering the question. It's not slightly down. It's the worst jobs report we've had in years. It's not slightly down, sir. You're wrong. It is the worst jobs report we've had before Joe Biden took office. So don't you give me this nonsense that it's slightly down. By the way, you're 100% wrong on the statements that you're making about the economy as well. You sound very confused, sir. But by the way, it's not slightly down. So go ahead as we pod you back up.
It's slightly down.
No. Worst jobs report we've had in years. It's not slightly down, sir. You're wrong. It is the worst jobs report we've had before Joe Biden took office. So don't you give me this nonsense that it's slightly down. By the way, you're 100% wrong on the statements that you're making about the economy as well. You sound very confused, sir. But by the way, it's not slightly down. So go ahead as we pod you back up. I'll give you a chance to talk. But don't say it's slightly down because that is factually inaccurate, sir.
Okay, but that's one indicator of the overall economy, which is up a huge amount.
No, it's not.
3.8%.
No, it's not up. No, it's not. It's not up huge amounts. You're wrong about that as well. You're very ill-informed. But go ahead, sir.
By
the way, you're not.
BBC came out today.
No, it's not.
April through June report.
It's not
been revised.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm sure you think that the numbers, the jobs reports, needs to be revised as well. I'm sure every number that comes out, you think needs to be revised, and I'm sure you're okay with Donald Trump firing the people who put these reports out that are, by the way, very accurate. But go ahead, sir. Let's move on.
My second question to you: what do you think is more important? Would you say to get a job merit-based or?
You know, it's always funny. This guy has been debating people for so long, and then a person calls in inexperienced, and usually a radio show host, whether it's Howard Stearns, Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes, David Duke, or anyone else that has experience debating people, they'll just go and destroy a rookie amateur like nothing.
DEI. If you had to have one or the other, what one should go?
I think that a lot of the members of Donald Trump's administration should have been hired on merit. Yes, I absolutely agree. I'm sure you would agree with me. Do you think Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was a merit-based hire? Do you think Tulsi Gabbard was a merit-based hire? Do you think Kash Patel was a merit-based hire? Go ahead. Why don't you answer those questions? Answer the question. Do you think Kash Patel was merit-based? Yes or no?
Probably not, but do you think?
Probably not. Do you think Kamala Harris is not the president? We're talking about Donald Trump. You just admitted to me that Kash Patel was not a merit-based hire. So by that standard, Kash Patel is a DEI hire. I'm glad we agree on that. What about Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? Do you think Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has the credentials to be in that position, or was that a DEI hire as well? Was that merit-based, sir?
Well, let me get mine. What about?
No. You're going to answer my question. You're going to answer my question, and then I will answer yours. But we're going to go with the people that are actually in office right now. Kamala Harris is not in office, but I will answer your question. No, Kamala Harris was not a DEI hire. Kamala Harris was somebody that was voted twice to be the attorney general and was an elected senator. Those are some pretty damn good credentials with a college degree, a well-educated woman. So the answer is no, Mr. Klansman. Kamala Harris was not. Answer mine. Shut up and answer mine. I just answered your question. Shut up.
I can say the same
Shut up
thing.
and answer mine. Is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. a DEI hire, or did Robert F. Kennedy Jr. have the credentials merit-based to be in that position? Yes or no?
Just like Harris, he has a college degree, yes.
Yep, but I named a few more important things with Kamala Harris. If you notice, sir, get the MAGA wax out of your ears. I didn't just say she had a college degree. She also,
you did, though.
Yeah, I did. That was one of the things I said, sir.
pay attention and follow along, okay? I have to speak to idiots like you like you're a kindergartner. I said that she was duly elected twice as Attorney General, twice, not once, twice, and an elected senator, okay? Give me the credentials medically. Give me one credential. Hold on, listen. Give me one medical credential, just one, that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has. One. Give me one, please. Go. Go. Are you a DEI caller? Go.
So no more DEI talk.
You're the one who used the term merit-based, you clown, and answer my question. Name me one medical credential that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has. I've now asked that question 3 times. I answered your stupid Kamala Harris question. Now answer mine, dummy. Name me one medical. Don't answer a question with a question. Name me one medical credential that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has. I'm now asking you for a 4th time. It sounds like you have a Joe Biden stutter. I will now ask you for the 5th time, and don't stutter, because I don't. Name me a medical.
He doesn't have anything.
He doesn't have anything. Thank you 5 times for answering my question. So would you say that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a DEI hire? We've already established that Kash Patel is. By the way, these are very high, powerful positions within the Trump cabinet. I'm sure you would agree. So would you agree now, based on no merit of any medical credentials, that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a DEI hire? Yes or no?
So thank you for proving my point.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Answer the question.
Is terrible.
Is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. a DEI hire? Yes or no?
Yes. Thank you for proving my point.
No, you didn't make a point. You didn't make a point. You didn't make a point. No, I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. You idiots out there use the.
This is quite entertaining. I'm going to have to subscribe to this channel.
DEI to attack black people because it's your version of the N-word. What I just proved is my point, which is idiots like you will never complain about Donald Trump and members of his administration that he hired, but you want to go back to the black lady, Kamala Harris, and call her a DEI hire, which, by the way, she wasn't. I named her credentials. You couldn't name any credentials.
Well, Brian, you just said those 3 are DEI hires. I agree.
Then why do you bring up Kamala Harris? Because
I don't see it as white or black. I see it as anyone that.
Why is Kamala Harris a DEI hire? Why was Kamala Harris a DEI hire? Tell me why.
Because Joe Biden said he's going to hire the best black person for the position.
Just because she was black doesn't mean she didn't have the merit or credentials to be there. Tell me why she didn't have the credentials. Tell me.
Because she was the worst-rated Democrat.
Because she was the worst-rated. By the way, okay,
she had 1% in the primary. The Democrats didn't even like her.
She got almost as many votes popular as Donald Trump. And by the way, just because you don't get the votes doesn't mean you're a DEI hire. Was Ross Perot a DEI hire? Just because you don't get the votes doesn't mean you're a DEI hire, dummy. You don't even know what DEI hire is. It means they're not qualified. What was Donald Trump's qualifications first time around when he ran for president?
Well, you say I'm hiring someone because of their color. They have to be this color.
Yes, Robert F. Kennedy has no medical experience. Kash Patel never has been in the FBI. I mean, yeah, they're holding positions that they shouldn't be.
What was Donald Trump's qualifications to be the leader of the free world? Answer my question first.
You answer Did he say because of color?
Goodbye. You're a racist. Get off my show. You frickin' turd, you. What were Donald Trump's credentials? Notice how when I asked you, you couldn't name one credential that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has. You couldn't name one credential that Kash Patel has. But the first thing you bring up is a black lady, and you mean to tell me this has nothing to do with race? You are a racist. You are a bigot. That is why you are a Donald Trump supporter. Not every single person who voted for Donald Trump is a racist, but every racist voted for Donald Trump, and you happen to be one of them. You're not a Democrat. You're a MAGA. And when we mention DEI hire, the first person you bring up is Kamala Harris, and you couldn't tell me why she wasn't qualified. Oh, she only got 1% of the vote. That doesn't mean you're a DEI hire. We're talking about credentials. Twice an attorney general elected, an elected senator, an educated woman. Those are what we call credentials. Not somebody like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's used his last name and sued the pharmaceutical companies. That doesn't mean he should be in the position he's in. Or not some moron make-for-pretend Kash Patel to be leading the FBI. It is a joke. You are a racist. So don't you tell me this isn't about race. Let me be very clear. The word DEI hire from MAGA Republicans is code word for calling somebody the N-word, and you are trash. Or as I would like to call you, MAGA trash. Not calling you Democrat MAGA. Next time you call into the show, you're going to be known as MAGA trash.
I hate to say this, he is right. When someone, I mean, DEI hire is the new word for calling someone a nigger, you know. I mean, it just is. But you know what? I'll just say the word straight out there. But that was kind of minty there. Folks, when you deal with inexperienced people like that, you're going to get torn to pieces. So if you're going to call into any radio show, my advice to you is know what to expect. You know, and you're going to probably get your cheeks busted if you don't know what you're doing.
You're not supposed to help anyone. You're pale as fuck with your goddamn shirt off. You're not going to help anybody on this fucking call. I would listen to you save my goddamn life. You've done nothing. Your background sucks, and look at you in the fucking camera. You look like shit, and behind you looks worse. Look at behind me. Look at behind you. You're not supposed to help anyone. You're pale as fuck. You're not supposed to help anyone.
Well, another one of Wes's satisfied $14,000. Can you imagine spending that much money just to get insulted by this guy? I mean, seriously. That's just sad. YouTube needs to be invaded and forced just to unban everyone. They banned me for impersonation because someone made a troll count similar to mine and then reported to... Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. The only thing I have to say is... Let's play some Frank Tufano mints. Let's see what he's talking about today. He's always doing something crazy. Let's see what sort of hijinks is Frank getting into today. Oh boy. All right, let's get started.
Is it too early for a pretzel hot dog?
So we support a lot of Amish farmers through my food business in PA. Like our dairy is from Amish, our eggs are Amish, and the reason you guys never see me film them is because I respect their beliefs. And if an Amish man ever sees you filming something or with a phone...
Well, you should respect anyone's belief. Don't film someone if they don't want to be filmed, no matter even whether they're Amish or not. Ask for permission. If not, you know, you're on a public sidewalk, you got the freedom, but if you want to be polite about it, ask them.
Any of his property or people, he will usually politely ask you to delete the photos or images. Anyone that is posting photos or images of Amish people or their property or anything are not respecting their culture. If they do it secretly, I mean, usually the ladies aren't going to, the Amish ladies, they're not going to go tell you to delete the photos. Usually it's if an Amish man sees you photographing their family or their property or their people, they will ask you to delete the images. They will. They don't want you filming. They will never give you permission to film. It's in their commandments, and they take their religious beliefs very seriously.
Is it too early?
Well, you shouldn't film anyone that don't want to be filmed there. If someone asks nicely, then yeah, you should do it. But I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not nice to do it, but if you're on a public sidewalk or so forth, I mean, public sidewalk, you're free to film anyone anytime. That's the law. All right, even the Amish gotta obey it. If you want to cross the King's Road, you have a chance of getting filmed.
This is the best gluten-free cinnamon roll I've ever had. It's also soy, egg, dairy, peanut.
When I started Pure Sourdough about a year ago, I was worried someone was going to copy my idea. And I guess they did. You know, I don't have the money to open a storefront bakery in New York City. And the reason I'm 100% sure they copied me is because I've never heard anyone besides myself do allergen-free baked goods. Usually,
He's saying that people shield allergen-free baked goods. Are you joking? Let's rewind that again, folks.
and the reason I'm 100% sure they copied me is because I've never heard anyone besides myself do allergen-free baked goods. Usually it's gluten-free, it could be vegan. I've never heard anyone use this term allergen-free and try to omit eggs and dairy from their baked goods without marketing it as vegan. And because they just opened last month, I'm 100% convinced.
What are you talking about? I can make biscuits with nothing more than flour and water. You don't need eggs for that. What are you talking about? You can make baked goods without eggs or dairy. There's plenty of recipes. I mean, even in the BC times, that's before Christ, BC, Egypt, 3000 BC, they were baking goods without any milk or dairy because there wasn't any fucking cows around. And they didn't have chickens neither.
They saw what I was doing, they thought it was a good idea, and they ran with it. Because that's exactly what I've been doing with pure sourdough. I'm the first bakery to do that with all the baked goods, and these dirtbags copy me. Go.
There are tons of different baked goods that you can make without milk or dairy. I wouldn't care if they're allergen free or not, but I mean, seriously.
Someone posted a comment on her video, do they know you're videoing them? And the answer to that is absolutely not, because she would be asked to delete all the videos and all the footage. And if those Amish people knew who she was and that she had the social media page exploiting Amish people, going against their religious beliefs for her own personal gain, they would not let her in the establishment. They would bar her from the establishment. So it's kind of unfortunate. I've been making videos like this exposing these people because there have been several influencers that do take advantage of these Amish people's privacy, and I just get censored and shadow banned because these influencers are in the club, and all these elite people do is take advantage of other people for money. So why wouldn't they do that to the Amish people as well? They're allowed to. They don't care. These people at TikTok don't give a shit.
You know, that's the first time I've ever heard someone jump from Amish to the Illuminati. I'll have to remember that. I mean, really. I invented allergen-free stuff. That's even worse than Al Gore inventing the internet. Ridiculous. Folks, there are hundreds and thousands of recipes for baked goods that you can make without milk or dairy products. I mean, without dairy or eggs. You can make biscuits with nothing more than flour and water, literally. It's ridiculous. Allergen-free. I invented allergen-free stuff. You some bitch. The fuck up.
All that money that people invested, they said goodbye to because it was worth exactly zero.
I'm here in my garage. Oh, no, wait, that's not how...
Oh, the legendary Ty Lopez there. He shows a car and then he shows his books.
Ty Lopez says it anymore. I'm scared in my garage. The SEC just filed a $112 million lawsuit against me. That's right, guys. The SEC filed a $112 million lawsuit accusing Ty Lopez of running a massive 9-figure Ponzi scheme. This dates back to his retail e-commerce ventures that he founded in 2019 along with Alex Mayer, the co-founder of Zeus.
He didn't find him. He just corporate rated him, drained the accounts and everything. It's just ridiculous.
Now, if you're not familiar with Rev, let me give you a little bit of background about that. I also have another video on my channel talking about this. If you want to check it out, it's a good video. But the idea was that they were going to create Rev, Retail E-Commerce Ventures, and it was going to acquire brands that were distressed and going bankrupt. We're talking Radio Shack, Pure One, Dress Barn, Models, brands that are dying, and revive them as online-only brands. Does this idea make a lot of sense? It depends who you ask. It has some merit. You're taking a brand that exists, but I mean, obviously it's going bankrupt. It doesn't take a genius to know you don't want to jump on a bankruptcy train. It's like jumping in a car that's on fire. Then again, Lopez has no real experience running a major business like this, so what do you expect? To finance these acquisitions, Lopez and Mayer worked with Maya Birkenrode, who is conveniently Tai Lopez's cousin, and appointed her as Rev's COO, Chief Operating Officer. They attracted hundreds of investors across the U.S., ultimately raising over $112 million between April 2020 and November 2020.
Quick pump, I can almost guarantee the books were rented too.
22. Investors were enticed by Rev's flashy marketing and promises. The co-founders ran ads boasting of the past successes, such as Alex Mayer's sell of Zeus, which was a massive hit, and Tai Lopez's very famous internet personality. I don't see how that ties into a business venture like this at all, but he's not nobody, let's put it like that. But what really caught the investors' attention was the massive returns promised to the backers.
Yeah, I saw these two, 25% annualized returns. That is virtually impossible, folks. Virtually impossible. Even a whore couldn't suck enough dick to get 25% in annualized returns.
Promotional pitch promised that for a $300,000 investment, it would yield a $60,000 per year return immediately. That's 20%. That's a very high, unusual figure that legitimate venture. These investments were structured either as unsecured notes, which is debt, promising up to 25% annual interest, or as equity stakes with monthly dividends up to 2% per month. These terms were extraordinarily generous, and Lopez touted Rev's approach as being one of the best strategies you can invest in. To any legitimate investor, you should definitely see someone without a ton of proven experience in the business world, massive promises right out of the gate. That screams red flags, but the truth is, there's always going to be people that springs the traps on the offshoot that this actually is legit. If it works, yeah, that's a massive gain. You're going to blow up very rich with this. But more times than not, it's something shady going on. From the jump, Tai Lopez touted how Rev was doing amazing. The profits were coming in and they were really on the right track. However, a lot of industry observers noticed a lot of signs of struggle from the beginning. Some of Rev's efforts to revive brands drew attentions for the wrong reason. For example, Radio Shack's new bizarre social media post. They post crude R-rated jokes and gained notoriety, sure, but it did little to generate into...
Look at this here. Look at the comment CoffeeZilla here. The store I used to buy AA batteries at is trying to start internet beef while running a crypto scam.
Profitable sales. And by 2022, rumors were swirling that Rev was in financial trouble and might face bankruptcy. A completely different image than what Tai Lopez is presenting to investors and to the public. On September 25th, 2025, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, announced it filed a civil enforcement action charging Tai Lopez, Alex Mayer, and Maya Birkenrode with securities fraud for their conduct at Rev. According to the SEC, from 2020 to 2022, the defendants raised money through 8 portfolio companies under Rev, each tied to a retail brand. For example, one portfolio company for Pure One, one for Radio Shack, one for Modell's, and then they sold those high-yield notes and equity to investors to raise money. The core of the SEC's allegations is that Rev's principals lied to investors about almost every aspect of the business in order to obtain funds. Here's some of the main misrepresentations and deceptive practices outlined in that SEC complaint. Number 1, false portrayal of success. Lopez and Mayer painted a rosy picture of Rev's brands, claiming that their retail companies were on fire and that cash flow is strong. In promotional videos and webinars, Lopez touted Rev's strategy as a surefire winner, implying that the acquisitions were thriving. But in reality, none of the brands ever...
Folks, I mean, places like Steinmart, and I've bought stuff like that from them, Pure One Imports had too much expensive stuff. I mean, if a business, if a ship is sinking, it's gonna sink no matter what you do. It's like Circuit City, you know? Nah, I mean.
Return to profit. Some had revenues, but no profits to support the promised investor returns, let alone even getting their money back. So the glowing description of Rev was deceptive from day one. Number 2 is the promise of safe, dedicated use of funds. Investors were told when they funded a specific brand, for example, putting money into Pure One's entity, those dollars would be used only for that brand, which gives the investor some flexibility to invest in a brand they might feel more confident in. Maybe you think Pure One's going to do well, you think Modell's is going to crash, so you want to get in on Pure One.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I started over the stream, so I forgot to do that. My bad. Folks, get your questions in. If you want to make a donation, you can do so right about now. Oh, come on. Okay. Now you can donate. Yeah, I forgot I started over the stream due to the slip of the tongue. But anyway.
Not Modell's, which honestly is a good strategy all around the board. And Lopez and Mayer assured investors that each portfolio company was financially solid, and quote, Rev and the retail e-commerce ventures have never failed to pay a single investor. The SEC says Rev's finances were a shell game. The founders shifted money between the brand entities without disclosure. At least $5.9 million in investor funds were transferred from one portfolio to another to plug holes, despite written and oral promises that the funds wouldn't be commingled. So you might have a lot of investors in Dress Barn, but if Radio Shack is struggling, they're going to take money and plug Radio Shack to make it all look great, going directly against what they said they wouldn't do. Now this is where it gets interesting. The Ponzi-like payments. Because the businesses were not actually profitable, Rev could not legitimately pay investors the hefty interest and dividends it promised. The SEC alleges that Lopez and Mayer resorted to paying earlier investors with money from new investors. That is the definition of a Ponzi scheme. These payments...
Indeed. 25% annualized returns. I mean, what kind of BS is that?
It's maintained the illusion that the early investments were yielding steady returns, leading more people to invest in Rev's high promises. The SEC complains that not only did they use investors' cash, but Lopez and Mayer tapped external loans and merchant cash advances to meet payment obligations, essentially doing anything they can to scramble and raise funds to avoid defaulting on these promises. Point 4. The misuse and misappropriation of funds. Beyond the Ponzi-like payments, the SEC claims that Lopez and Mayer siphoned off investor money for themselves. Wow, who could have imagined that Ty Lopez took money for himself? You mean the Lamborghini he has isn't his? It didn't come from his hard work every day? Wow.
I mean, the Lamborghini's rented, the books are rented, the glasses are rented, and his reputation is busted.
Who would have thought that, right? Now, the SEC hasn't detailed all the expenditures yet, but former employees reported that Rev's founders, Mayer and Lopez, spent lavishly, including chartering private jets and flying around the country, even as their company struggled, using investor money to bankroll their luxury lifestyle. Collectively, hold on. I want to tell you about this other one because this is crazy. The fake credentials of management. The SEC said that Rev's deception extended even to the team biographies. They couldn't even be honest about who they are. Lopez and Mayer misrepresented the experience of Maya Birkenrode, Rev's chief operating officer, to build investor confidence. In investor materials and on Rev's website, they claimed Birkenrode had over 10 years of experience managing multi-million-dollar companies. But in reality, this is what she did. She was a substitute preschool teacher. She worked as a radio station promoter, and she was Ty Lopez's personal assistant. She hasn't done anything even with any money, let alone $100 million. She babysits toddlers. That's insane. Collectively, these actions mean that Rev's fundraising was built on fraudulent pretenses, and investors were sold on a vision of revitalized brands and solid returns, but that vision was a lie. It wasn't very long till Rev's financials were under severe strain, yet the company owed a steady stream of interest and dividend payments to investors. By the end of 2022, the strain became too much, and Rev couldn't meet its obligations. They defaulted on its promises to investors and collapsed. Once Rev ran out of money to shuffle around, the truth came out. The creditors quickly seized control of the retail brand assets when Rev defaulted, and those brands were sold off to a new entity called Omni Retail Enterprises LLC. This was a collective from many of the investors in Rev coming together and saying, we are going to try to still do this and get our money back. Imagine someone being so bad at running a business. You have investors who just want to be passive. They all come together and say, screw it, we'll do it ourselves. You get the heck out of here. That's exactly what they did, creating Omni Enterprises LLC to kick Mayer, Lopez, and Birkenrode out of the business. Still, it's unlikely this will ever yield even their money back, given...
Well, if they sell off the assets, they'll at least get some money back, but yeah, you're busted.
That this idea simply isn't going to work. Also, the negative attention, I think, has permanently stained these brands that were already dead anyway. But the settlement between Rev and Omni Retail Enterprises LLC did seem to be the end of that. However, the SEC's charges are independent of that private settlement. The SEC seeks to hold Lopez, Mayer, and Birkenrode accountable for securities law violations, regardless of any deals made with investors. There's been numerous former employees who came forward as whistleblowers contacting regulators in 2023, saying that we have been trying to get someone to expose Tai Lopez and his gang of fraudsters for a long time, one employee told the press. Another former executive who worked in Rev, he said, quote, I felt like I'd be compromising myself to continue to work there. I've never worked for a company promising to pay investors 20% returns while the founders were chartering jets all over the country. These whistleblower accounts show that just how bad it was, even inside the company, they knew something was very, very, very wrong. For the investors, the fallout has been terrible. Approximately $112 million was raised in total through the fraudulent offerings. The SEC's lawsuit is seeking disgorgement, which means payment of ill-gotten gains, and potential civil penalties. In addition, the SEC is requesting the court to bar Lopez, Mayer, and Birkenroth.
In other words, the government's going to take all of the money and leave the investors with pennies.
Vince, please live stream in the Saber sometime. Folded hands emoji.
Quick Pump with a $2 donation. Your wish is my command, and I have a couple of other things planned as well. Yeah, I should start streaming in the La Saber. There's a lot of things I have going on right now. Like I said, I'm renovating the home and stuff like that, so we'll see. It's the first time I've done it. It's just a slight renovation. I've had the home now for about 7 years, so we're going to do a couple of new things. New door, new porch, because nothing like porches bringing down property value. Fucking porches. Stuff like that. And one of the lights is out, so...
from ever serving as officers in any company in the future, public or private, in a way to hopefully keep them from doing this again. But it's worth noting this case is civil, not a criminal indictment. However, if found liable, which they almost certainly will be, the SEC could refer this case to the Department of Justice, the DOJ, for criminal investigation if evidence of willful fraud is strong. Now, given that you're chartering planes and flying around the country while your business is collapsing, that seems pretty willful to me. If the DOJ agrees, they can put criminal charges on all three of these individuals, and Tai Lopez could be facing up to 20 years in federal prison for this crime. But we're not there yet. In my personal opinion, I think we're going to get there.
All right, folks. I had to switch to Wi-Fi. So let's continue.
We're doomed. No matter how horrible the situation, don't ever think you're doomed unless you're...
So now I'm on my backup streamer. I think what happened is every once in a while, the VPN actually kicks everything off. So we'll check it out and see.
You're all dead. All defeat is psychological. No, you're about to get defeated right here, big dog. I can't stand when people say stuff like this. Oh, like, it doesn't matter. It's all your mindset. No, like, you are literally right here. Your life is collapsing. You are a steak that's been on the grill for 2 hours. You are just roasted, dry, throw you in the trash. You are out of here. And this will actually be a very strong nail in the coffin of Tai Lopez's entire career, because everything he does hinges around his public perception and his ability to convince people that he's good at doing whatever he's trying to sell that day. Because you know Tai, he likes to do whatever's popular. Well, securities violations are being accused of running a Ponzi scheme while your own employees are acknowledging you're taking private chartered jets. Nobody's going to trust that. I think, number one, they will go as hard as they can on this to get justice for the people that were defrauded. Number two, I think they're going to use Tai Lopez as a poster boy. There's been this trend now of influencers liking to go and do these rug pulls, these operations, maybe not full Ponzi schemes, but fraud operations like this to just get quick money. I think they will use this to their advantage and nail Tai Lopez and say, look, this is what happens when you do this crap. Try it. You're going to be right here. I would not be surprised at all if Tai Lopez ends up in federal prison. Do you think Tai Lopez is going to federal prison?
Probably not, simply because he no longer owns the debt in question. The investors kicked him off, so there's not really anything that they can do except a civil lawsuit. Like I said, they're no longer in charge, so plausible deniability.
Insane rant from Svaria.
Matthew with another donation. Definitely appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, TikTok. Where's my sound at?
Pay somebody $1,000 to people used to drink the semen of somebody they killed. They usually had an erection from the excitement, testosterone. Nowadays you would have to pay somebody $1,000 to do that. That's how twisted things have gotten.
Quick Pump with a $2 donation. So here's the thing. I have a 4K camera, but the reason why it sometimes goes out of focus is because I'm using a cellular internet in order to stream rather than cable. Because remember, folks, I don't have cable or fiber. So basically, all of my internet service is all done by cellular internet. No different than using a cell phone. And I've fine-tuned the system to where it allows me to live stream and do reaction videos with limited bandwidth, and it still comes out good. But every once in a while, just like a cellular connection there, remember, it's all wireless with me. I'm basically streaming wirelessly still technically. So every once in a while, it's gonna go fuzzy there. That's no different than bad reception. With a cable internet, you don't need reception. It's just cables here. That's why every once in a while, you know, things get a little bit fuzzy. Because it's a radio signal, in other words, that I'm using. It took me a while to perfect it, but I managed to actually do so. So whenever, like I said before, but the advantage of it there is, folks, here's the thing. If someone's cable internet goes out, then they're done streaming. See, my main big beautiful box there that I use to normally stream went out just now. I was able to switch over to my home internet. And if that goes out, I can actually still live stream with my phone, folks. So I have a backup on backup. You can't do that with cable. You only have one connection afterwards. That's it. Now, if you had a box, you can back it up with it. But here's the thing, folks. People with cable internet, they'll run a whole bunch of systems and stuff like that to the point to where if they tried to do the same thing that I did with mine, it won't work unless you have it specifically set up. So I have everything moving light in place to where, you know, that can be done. So, I mean, I am planning to do a upgrade on my computer. I'm going to get an i7 chip. I may get another low profile video card, and that'll improve things. But ultimately, it's going to cut out fuzzy because and sometimes it'll come in and out simply because, like I said before, I'm basically streaming wirelessly. Let's see. Let me remove this. We've already watched this one here. Next video. KCB, I don't like having these contingency plans. I wish I had cable internet, but, you know, you have to sometimes work with what you got there. So,
Kirk, what's up?
Yeah, man. So just was wanting to get some advice from you. So I've been on your program as a student, I guess.
Oh, I remember this here. This one.
For about 3 or 4 months, started the coaching thing. I guess probably about maybe almost 2 weeks ago, and just not having a lot of success from it. And it was just
because it's been a week or 2 weeks. The fuck you think you're gonna get in a week or 2 weeks? God damn. Were you the one who messaged some other guy who's killing it and said, man, I haven't got a sign up yet? When he was were you him? Were you the guy who did that? Would you message other guys and say, I haven't even got my first one yet? I wouldn't sign up with you. I wouldn't. Why the fuck would you sign up with you? If you fucking saw you, would you sign up with you? Get on the fucking camera and have some balls instead of still sitting there going, oh, I need my first sign up. Like, why the fuck should anyone listen to you? Really, bro? Like, why the fuck should a man in a week or 2 weeks of getting online get someone to...
As brutal this is, and I wish Wes had phrased it differently, he's exactly right. This guy is a dork. He's boring. I wouldn't sign up with him neither.
Send him money. Why? Because guess what? Some people do. Do you look at them and understand why they're getting money? Do you look at Dane or something and see why he made $36,000 in 30 days? Do you see why? Do you see why? Do you see or do you not? He's jacked, fool. So guess what he has to do? Just sell being jacked. Guess what Kirk has to do? He has to fucking talk well if he's going to sell anything. Do you think you talk well enough? Do you think a man sees you and says, I want to be like this man Kirk right here? No, he doesn't. Because you ain't talking right, dog. You ain't. You ain't bringing out that, damn, I want to be like Kirk vibe. Are you? Are you?
I want to see the to be continued. Let me see if this is it. Raw food, oh, okay. Good, got a timestamp. I want to see part 2. I want to see part 2. See, we already played part 1. We should have part 2. Hold on. Why do y'all guys do this to me for? Alright, where's the Trans Wes Watson channel? Let's see what part 2 is all about. This was 10 months ago. Here we go. Part 2. It's only 2 minutes.
Get on the fucking camera and have some balls instead of still sitting there going, oh, I need my first sign up. Like, why the fuck should anyone listen to you? Really, bro? Like, why the fuck should a man in a week or...
I feel like I am. I'm having a lot of responses.
Dog, you're not. I wouldn't want to be like you. Whiny, nasally voiced motherfucker Kirk, who hasn't had his sign up in the first week, nobody's fucking with. Nobody's fucking with. You hear me? This is the best coaching you'll ever get. Why the fuck do you think they're not signing up with you? Be honest. Be honest. Why do you think people aren't signing up with you?
I mean, I've had some people message me, and I've seen people, like, I've been posting consistently.
You're still talking about a strategy. Who's Kirk? Who's Kirk?
I'm trying to be the best example I can be and show others the life to live.
Everything that you're missing is showing up in everything you're saying. You're missing everything. And you're not backing up with you. Like, you honestly are like deserving a sign up in the first 2 weeks. Like deserving a sign up in the first 2 weeks. I guarantee I go to your page and it's so fucking stupid, bro. In the back of your head, you're thinking about getting sign-ups, dog. You have this entitlement stink on you. You were the first person to raise your hand because you've been waiting to ask why you didn't get your sign up. You get the difference, dog? You get it?
Yeah, I mean, so... Yeah, I get it. The reason I was asking the question was just because I feel like I haven't had a lot of guidance through the whole process. I feel like it was just kind of like...
Yeah, that's what you're going to say now. The other people with the same blueprint did what they did. You did what you did. It's your underlying stink of that you deserve shit. There's no guidance needed. Download the...
I mean, I said this before about the video, and I saw this 2 years ago. Wes Watson is right. For once, I would agree with him, although I wouldn't say it like this. This Kirk guy, he's not a winner, you know? I mean, and the thing about it is he doesn't have the chops for it. I mean, again, who would sign up with Kirk? He's not big, he's not jacked or anything. And, I mean, it wouldn't be important if he signed up with me because, you know, you have mismatched styles. He goes and signs up with Wes Watson. They're both polar opposites of each other. He should have signed up with someone that was just like Kurt there. He signed up for the wrong program. Nah, I mean, you have to, I mean, the thing about it is Kurt doesn't take steroids. He's obviously not been in prison. He's clean cut, you know. He has no beard, and he's going to sign up with someone like Wes Watson. His program, Wes Watson's program, is attuned and akin to someone looking like him and acting like him. Kurt's a nice guy. The programs were never going to work here. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back, and we're going to play that Delray Misfits video here. Boy. Much better. Had to take that piss. Remember, folks, if you take a piss, make sure you put it back. Would I bed Kirk? I've probably bedded him already. I was probably just too drunk to remember there, Ryan. So. But, folks, you got to sign up for a program that matches you. You ever see these MLM groups there? And you have these groups of black folks. If you go to a group that's ran by a black person, what are you going to see as far as his audience? Other black people. Period. Non-negotiable. I mean, you go to a black church, what are you going to see? Vast majority of them are going to be black. There's not going to be any white people there. That it is what it is, and what it's going to be is what it's going to be. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the truth, folks. Not the truth. That's the truth. Because if you try to mess around, you're going to get your teeth cracked. I mean, just why would he spend so much money on... He's not a Wes Watson type person, and he's dumb for signing up for a program that doesn't even match his personality. All right? The people that I guess that would be successful at Wes Watson would have to be as big of a douchebag and asshole as Wes Watson. Kurt is not a douchebag, and he doesn't appear to be an asshole, so obviously an asshole program wouldn't work for a non-asshole. Nah, I mean?
Eat my pussy.
While you're down there, taint.
Yeah, she's not that god.
Thank God. I thought you liked it.
Licking.
I would say, Ryan, chances are that Andy Poe met Wes Watson in his early days when he was with Blackstone Labs, when he was acting normal. That's my honest opinion about that. I think he met him in his early days in Blackstone Labs because Wes Watson used to talk normally, you know.
King Taint? Taint is where all the nastiness goes. That's like a dumping ground. That's where pussy juice and asshole juice mix.
Yeah. The Famunda cheese.
Oh,
like we get the from under our balls. We get from under the...
You got to remember, the asshole is a self-cleaning unit. Everything, all the waste goes to the outside. The cleanest part of the asshole is right in the fucking middle. Think about it.
Why do we always get to this shit?
Because you got to either talk about getting drunk, coming on a chick or in a chick, or poop.
What are we on this planet for?
Christina Broccolini.
I say coming and pooping.
The two best feelings: taking a good shit and having a good.
What do they call that when you get a blowjob on the toilet?
Plumpkin.
A plumpkin? I don't know if I could get
You're ready to fucking die after that.
I don't think I could get hard on the toilet.
Sure you could.
I don't know.
Any girl that would do that has no fucking self-esteem.
Well, that's what's cool about her.
Degrading bitch.
Dunk her head in there when you're done. Clean up, bitch.
You ever put a note? We saw somebody the other day and fucked the shit out of somebody's carrying around a notepad. You ever do that?
I admit I did in
Bring a
high
notebook
school,
to the gym and write
but I
shit
saw
down.
how useless that was.
How do you not remember what you lifted last? How the fuck?
Why would that person want to?
Oh boy. Very disgusting, but all right, let's do one more. Let's do this here. I need to do something very educational for you guys. No, we're not going to do that. Not going to do that. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not going to do this person. Jeez. I gotta get some education in you guys here, folks. I mean, we've had a lot of mints, but we gotta be educational too, you know? This will be perfect.
A gentleman's aesthetic preferences go far beyond their outfits, and that same critical care and attention is often mirrored in their interior design choices.
Now, folks, I always play some of this because some of y'all always want to catch some puss. You listen to these guys, you're going to get some puss.
What would Jay Gatsby be without his matching environment? In today's video, we're going to explore some interior design styles that are often seen as classic, masculine, and at home, with the principles seen in classic menswear. What is classically masculine interior design style? We're defining classically masculine interior design by the visual and function characteristics within these design philosophies that help evoke the aspirational qualities of strength, simplicity, and sophistication that we believe many men on this channel would also like to emulate. Number 1, Art Deco. Art Deco is a style of interior design that originated in Europe in the 1910s and flourished there and in the US during the 1920s through the...
Remember, folks, y'all, if you're dating some sort of whore or skank or a regular woman, you gotta eventually bring her back to your house. And your house better look good there, otherwise she's gonna walk out on you. Possibly.
1930s. You'll likely recognize it from the classic films like Metropolis, Dinner at 8, the Thin Man series, or in modern period pieces like adaptations of The Great Gatsby, or in Batman the Animated Series. It's mainly characterized by the use of bold geometric shapes, rich colors, and lavish ornamentation, taking inspiration from design principles found in antiquity, especially ancient Egypt, and fused with the technical achievements of the 20th century. One of the key elements behind it being an exceptional expression of masculinity is the use of strong geometric shapes and symmetry, since their use gives an area of sense of stability and structure. Some of the most common color schemes you'll see used in Art Deco include bottle green, deep reds, purples, blacks, whites, and sometimes even yellows or pinks. Oftentimes, metallic finishes in gold, silver, brass, or steel are also used to accent the surrounding colors and offer a bold pop of visual interest to design. Mirrors were frequently used to further emphasize this. Wood or marble is often used for the flooring as well, and can commonly either be seen in herringbone and parquet flooring. Patterns with simple gold or brass inlays, or checkered and chessboard patterns to reinforce that geometric through line. Its furniture tends to be large or oversized, without a ton of intrinsic detailing and frills. Often preferred clean silhouettes, though fluted detailing and dramatic historical motifs like simple classic imagery or sunburst were often employed. Along with velvet and leather, rich and exotic materials or prints like zebra, shark, or leopard were increasingly employed. Finally, Art Deco rooms were often given lighting fixtures that would serve as the focal point for the room, and would usually be one of the more intrinsically designed elements to reinforce this style's flair for the dramatic. Number 2, industrial. Industrial interior design is a style heavily inspired by warehouses and factories, emphasizing raw.
You know what, folks? I'm gonna do something else. We're gonna do something else. Yeah. Because I didn't see that that was like 13 minutes, but that's okay. We're gonna get you something here. We're not gonna do that one. We're gonna do something here. Jeez. Let's play something from here. This will last about...
You gotta know, what the fuck is with this cologne?
I love it.
You smell like a fucking French, or a cheap French.
I love it.
You fucking stink, man. Are you covering up your smell, your sweat smell?
Yeah.
I've never went to pour the whole fucking bottle on. Who gets up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and puts cologne on like that? What the fuck?
I poured it.
I make everybody sick in the gym, man.
Jesus, yeah, he's not lying, me included. Why did you do that?
I'll take it off. I'll take the shirt off.
What, did you put cologne on the shirt or on your skin? Are you going to take your skin off?
Feel your hands, Jason, and then rub the urine all over you. So I'd rather smell urine than that fucking cologne. It fucking stinks, man. I can't take it. I'm ready to crack. I came in here to fucking get a workout and you're fucking stinking out the joints.
Here, this is mine. Now it's better.
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah. Richard, now it's better.
What, you put it on that sweatshirt?
Yeah.
Why don't you put the sweatshirt in the locker room and you can stink up the whole locker room?
Yeah.
That fucking guy that you were just next to on the treadmill, he was looking over at you like, oh my god, you're killing me, buddy.
You're killing me. That's fucking hilarious.
Shit.
Stink.
Yes, cologne and body odor. What a great combination.
Here's my program. This is what everybody wants to see. I did the cleanse already.
Well, I was going to print it out, but PJ emailed it to me too late.
Yeah, I cleansed 15 days. I did the first day did a 15 apple cleanse.
Was that the day you ate like 26 apples in one day?
No, I ate 15 apples and drank a bunch of water. And,
only 15, not 26?
And then...
Apples up your ass. Somebody tell you to eat apples like that?
PJ.
You don't have to eat that many apples.
That's how many, so he knows what
26 apples?
15 apples.
Oh, 15 apples.
Yeah,
only 15.
It's like the movie Cool Hand Luke, who's eating all the eggs.
I was eating 15 apples and I had a container of lemon juice with a half a can of Coke.
Yeah, is it okay with you if I go warm up? Because I actually do have to go to work today.
Yeah.
And then we'll continue.
No problem.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You want to go contest?
In 18 weeks.
18 weeks?
Yeah.
Which one?
Boca.
You want me to bring 50 guys down there and heckle you while you're on stage?
What?
You want me to bring 50 guys down there with me and we'll heckle you while you're on stage? Or... No, we'll support you.
Oh yeah, you can do that. No problem.
Are you really training glutes and hamstrings today? Is that your workout?
That's my workout.
Glutes and hamstrings.
Yeah. That's what it says.
I hope the fans and Genova's witnesses are excited and pumped to see Jason work out his ass. Because I am. Richard, are you excited to see Jason work out his glutes today? He's doing his glutes and hamstrings.
I'm glad to see him working out his glutes because, you know, I was under the impression he had calf implants and things like that. But if he's working his glutes, I've seen you in that bathroom there looking at your ass. And it makes everybody sick. We all want to vomit when you're in there. Go in the fucking bedroom and you're in there fucking posing in the mirror. It's kind of, we don't like it too much, Jason.
I know. I know.
I think you should do most of your posing at home.
I know.
Anyhow, how's your mother?
She's good.
She's still putting up with you?
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so are we going to get off the phone anytime soon and start working out there, Chief?
I have to look at my program.
You actually have a
Give you a fucking program.
you actually have a program to work out your ass?
No, we're gonna do seated hamstring curls. Hamstring curls. I know what those are. We're gonna do 4 sets, 20 reps.
4 sets, 20 reps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lying hamstring curls. 4 sets, 20 reps. Start that shit. Working my hammy. My beautiful hamstrings.
Richard, look, he's waiting for you. He's on his stomach, face down, ass up. Come and get some, big boy. Come and get some, Richard.
Yeah, right. You know, Jason, I was told that you've been working your groin muscles a lot with your fucking hand. The least you can do is use someone else's hand. And get away from stop working your fucking groin muscles. You want to jerk off, get somebody to fucking do it for you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Why don't you dye your hair blonde like Jay Cutler? That'll give you a new look, and maybe you can win a contest. They'll think you're a different guy, you know?
Yeah.
Don't forget when you shave for a contest, don't forget to shave your ass.
Yeah, my butt, my gluteus maximus. My gluteus maximus. Don't forget to shave that. I am.
Thong. Be different. Don't be like everyone else. Wear a fucking thong and show those that ass muscles of yours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you know. Number 3. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fucking burns. Fucking burns. Fucking asshole.
Your asshole burns?
No, my fucking hammies fucking burn like fucking burnt rubber.
What you got to do, Jason, is after you work those glutes a lot for a couple of months, you go to a gay bar with a thong on and you see what the response is. If you have a good response, then you know you're ready for the contest. If nobody talks to you, nobody wants to grab that sweet ass of yours, then you're fucked, basically.
Literally or figuratively?
Well, both.
He's doing a set over there.
Back in the gym. Yeah, I see him over there.
There he goes.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I can hear you.
I said when after a couple of months you work in your glutes, you need to go to a gay bar. That's the final test. And see if somebody wants to grab your ass. If they don't, then you better get back in the gym, buddy.
Can make that part of your program that you're following.
There's one in downtown Delray. The piano bar used to be, I can't think of it.
Huge Organs, is that it?
What's it called?
The old Huge Organs?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Right on Pineapple Grove.
Yeah, I know where that is.
It's called the, I don't know.
The Sweaty Testicle, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Something like I-beam or the
ruptured colon?
Now it's got a real desperate name. Wormhole. Piano.
Doing Roman deadlifts.
Roman deadlifts?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I know Romanian deadlifts are close grip. Why? Why?
All right. Show me. Okay, these are Romanian deadlifts?
Yeah.
I've never seen that done. Interesting. All right, Richard, be good.
Well, he lifts better than Mark Steubing. I'll give him that.
Is that the first time you've ever done that?
No, I've done them. Last week I started them.
Never saw that before.
The Romanian deadlifts.
All right, Jason, what's the delay? What's going on?
I'm trying to get on the Yahoo to get my plan, and I can't get it because this fucking piece of shit phone fucking froze. Fucking gay shit. I can't even look at my program. I'll be right back.
We've been running in mud for the past 10 minutes here.
No, because this fucking phone is a piece of shit. And I can't.
You told me the next thing you were doing was lunges.
Not sure though. I gotta look at it, make sure. I gotta follow the fucking T. I can't fuck this program up.
But you said after you do the Romanian deadlifts, it's lunges.
I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. I'm almost there.
You've been saying that for 10 minutes.
Well, I have to go through the fucking book. It's not my fault. This fucking piece of turd phone froze. Piece of fucking turd. I need one of those fucking nice ones, not this piece of junk.
Isn't that a Galaxy 3? Galaxy 2?
It's a piece of junk. Piece of mop-up shit.
When you mentioned the word Galaxy 3, you could tell how old this video is.
We'll be right back. Barbell step-ups.
You're doing barbell step-ups next, not lunges.
Not well. It could be barbell step-ups or whichever form of lunge.
No, you just said...
It said barbell step-ups or whichever...
You just said you have to follow it to the T.
Or lunges.
So you can do either or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do lunges. I'm gonna do fucking lunges.
How sickening. I was right all along.
Lunge walk, 12 to 15 reps. Let's do that. Oh, dumbbell. 12 to 19.
Why do you wear sweatpants on leg day? Don't you want to show off the wheels?
I don't have shorts.
You don't have shorts?
I have shorts in the car. I could go put them back on.
That's all right. It's not that important. That's a lot of weight. 40-pound dumbbells in each hand. You got to lighten that up.
Are you doing lighter weight? Did I just see it correctly?
There you go.
I gotta give him a hand there. He lifts better than Mark Stubing.
Come on. Ugh. Fuck. Burn. This thing burn tomorrow. Woo.
I think we should do these along the median on I-95. Like from here to Miami. Your legs would be so huge. Can you imagine how big his legs would get if he did lunges from here to Miami on the I-95 median?
I thought LeBron was strong. Look at Ginobili go.
Oh my God.
Was that 10 each one?
Yeah.
Now, here's the important...
Oh, burns.
Wait, I have one important question. Did you squeeze the glutes on every rep?
Yeah.
Because you've been talking about that off camera for the past 10 minutes. I have to squeeze the glutes. I have to squeeze the glutes.
Oh.
Yes? Is that a yes? You squeeze the glutes?
Yeah, it burns.
The glutes burn?
Yeah, we'll do one set of squats, 20 reps. I fucking vomit.
You better vomit. I hope you do that.
I'm not gonna vomit when I fucking feel it.
To the squat. So what happened with the squats? Did you abort mission?
Abort mission. My legs are swollen like a bee. Fucking 50 stingers fucking went up my fucking hammies and stung me with fucking shots. They're blown up like fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
Okay. So is that it? Is that the leg and glute workout? What are you doing now?
Cardio.
Cardio?
Cardio for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes?
No, I did 25 minutes this morning.
You did 25 minutes this morning where?
On the treadmill.
Here?
Yeah.
No, you and I walked in at the gym at the exact same time.
5:30 this morning.
I smell bullshit.
No, I did. I was in the bathroom.
There's a treadmill in the bathroom?
No, I was in the bathroom after I got out of the treadmill.
No, I saw you walking into the gym.
No, I did not walk in the gym. I came here at 5:30.
Did you come in through an air vent?
No.
Yeah, he actually had good genetics. He just... He never took advantage of them.
No, I came in, bro.
How'd you come in if you walked in with Andrew?
I did not walk in with Andrew. I came in here at 5:30.
So you're going to do 5 minutes of cardio?
I did 25 minutes.
But that's not how it works. 25 minutes plus 5 minutes an hour later is not beneficial.
I just want to film it because I want to put it on record.
So you just want me to... All right, I'll just shut up. It's like, who's on first? It's like Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? What's on second? 5 minutes of cardio. No, 25 minutes of cardio. All right, let me film Jason walking on the treadmill so all the fans can think he's doing like 8 hours of cardio a day. as I lose my pump.
Oh, 4.0. Up. 8 the amount. Sickening amount of cardio.
What?
I did 25 minutes this morning. Now I'm doing 5 more minutes. That's 30 minutes.
That's 30 sickening minutes. 25 minutes and then 5 minutes an hour later. That's how you get fucking jacked and shredded, brother.
Yep.
All right, I gotta go do a set.
Yeah. I'm giving a special shout out to Jas Deep or Jas Beat Deep. Jas or Jas Deep. I'm giving her a shout out. She's getting a shout out. Jas Depp or Deep getting a shout out, and special shout out from me and Jason Genova, Sith Lord. Now I'm going to talk about my diet. In the morning, I get up for breakfast. I have egg whites with a bowl of two-third cup of oatmeal with a little Splenda on it, and then I have grapefruit. And then 3 hours later, I have chicken, 99% lean, or 7 ounces, or 99% lean turkey with 2 slices of ziki bread, azelki bread, oats or muffins cut in half with a little bit of what is it called? I can't believe it's not butter light. Then I have and then I have meal 3, chicken or turkey with vegetables. 4 the same, 5 red meat with vegetables, and 4 I have cream of wheat, and then 3 I have a yam in between there. And then 6, I have a protein shake with a tablespoon of peanut butter, and I have multivitamins, all my vitamins, amino acids by Gaspari, and I take all my vitamins, and that's my diet. Peace out. Bye. My show is September 28th in Boca Raton, Florida, at Olympic Heights. I'm going to be 170, 165, 175 pounds, shredded middleweight, and I'm going to look real fucking good once PJ puts me on all my little stuff. Be 8 weeks before competition, so I'm going to get shredded about fucking probably like 5% body fat, and I'm going to be so fucking disgusting. People are going to be vomiting in cluster-free bags.
Is that it?
Yeah, peace out.
We'll see everyone when, a week or 2?
Yeah.
I know you, by the way, let me say something. When we said in the last video that we were only going to be doing videos every 2 or 3 weeks, people flipped out.
They got mad.
Yeah, they got pissed off. So we'll try to do a video once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. For everybody who really wants to see Jason do a video once a week, we'll try. We'll do our best.
We'll try.
It's a little hard for me these days, and we don't want the videos to get stale.
We don't want them to get stale and oversaturated.
A lot of times these videos, it's more or less the same thing. We're just filming Jason working out. I don't have time to film video.
We're going to be doing eventually a video in the grocery store with PJ Braun.
Yes, on a Monday. But other than that,
that will be interesting.
People crave videos outside the gym. I really don't have time.
Will that be
Jason, just stop interrupting me for a minute. At least I really don't have time to do that. Trust me, I would love to be able to produce those videos for everyone who wants to see them, but right now my time is basically limited to like one day a week or one day every 2 weeks with Jason in the gym.
But you know what's going to be interesting? That store video will be interesting.
That should be. Yeah, that'll be fun to film with PJ.
Yeah.
One of these Mondays we'll be filming that. So look.
And of course, folks, we know how that show went. So, oh boy. All right, folks, 5 minutes left. Get your questions in. Because I got to go to Home Depot and get paint colors to match up my house. Got to check out doors. A few other things, too. Oh boy. So I think we made up for the other half that I had to cut out. Every once in a while I have a slip of the tongue, folks. So it is what it is. Well, the first portion, Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, how you doing? First portion was fine because we got the mints in, but I had to delete that stream portion. Because I said something that I shouldn't have said. So the first portion was pretty minty because we were playing John Bravo's video. And I had just one of those slip of the tongue saying something I shouldn't have said. Really shouldn't have said something. And it wasn't something that would get me off of YouTube. It's just something that I really just shouldn't have said, and we will not repeat again. Well, it's all about genetics, Kaizen. It's all genetics. Blaha has horrible genetics. Jason's genetics are... he actually has good genetics. If he actually trained and dieted... Guys, remember the Adam Harper era? When Jason was actually looking good? I mean, when he was training with Adam Harper, he was looking like a bodybuilder. He looked better than I did. But, you know, it's more of a mindset thing as well. Well, I mean, I'm sure the statute of limitations have passed, but, you know, I don't need other people casting what I just said, basically. I'll just be honest with you. I don't need Aaron Singerman up my ass or anything like that, you know. Tell me, what did you say that for? Like I said, folks, before I ever got on YouTube or regularly posted on YouTube, I was already in the bodybuilding industry. I've been in the industry for years, so there are things that occurred pre-YouTube. Know what I mean? So sometimes when I blurt out something wrong, my past comes back to haunt me. Whether someone brings it up or whether I accidentally say it. And I said something that I really shouldn't have said. But it happens. We are only human. We're not perfect. Nobody would have cared about Blaha's genes if... I don't know how he got all that traffic. I think a lot of it's fake because nobody really watches his videos despite having over 100,000 views. No, it didn't have anything to do with the Jews. Just some pre-YouTube activity. That's the best I can describe. I already told Ryan about it there, but, you know, it just... Some things that I'm just not going to bring up, folks. I'm just going to be honest with you, or shouldn't bring up. But, folks, it is 8:00 p.m., and that is the end of the show. I want to thank my man Matthew, Quick Pump. I want to thank everybody else for joining me tonight, for hanging out with me. Remember, a live stream's not a live stream without you guys being around. Well, I'm going to go get to Home Depot, get some stuff done. So I'm out, and as always, peace and soul. God, I love that music. And now a word from the Castle Warag.